in learning to forgive myself. Hey besties! Welcome to Bestie Budget Diaries. Today's video is a little bit different and very personal. Ngayon, gusto ko ikwento kung paano ako na-trap sa investment
Investment
scam.
scam.
Pero ang pinaka-importante dito, kung paano ako na-survive. Kasi minsan, hindi ito yung perang nawala, pero kung paano mo na-regain yung peace. 2019, nung nagsimula ako mag-work ng full-time after graduating with my one-year studies at Tokyo. 30 years old ako noon and trying to rebuild my life after series of gastos and zero ipon. Considering all the factors, lalo na may surplus money ako noon, besides I was smart enough, I got this. At kapag may extra pera ang isang OFW, ano nga ba yung madalas sa pinapasok nila? Negosyo! It felt like everyone was into it, kaya dapat ako din. Matagal na ako nagbabalak pero wala lang talaga akong opportunity magsimula. Kakagraduate ko lang noon sa masters bago ako mag-Japan. So talagang wala talaga akong ipon nung time na yon. And God has His ways of making us learn lifetime lessons. So ito na nga. Since nagpunta ako sa Japan, I started joining online masses. Doon ko rin nakilala si ate, isa siyang regular attendee. Mabait siya, lagi may encouraging words. Madalas yung sinasabi, sayang ang pera mo kung nasa bank lang. Dapat pinapalaki. That's the thing about scams. They don't prey on greed, they prey on hope. At that time, tunog wise advice naman. I was new, eager, and honestly, gusto ko ring maramdaman na I was doing something smart. So when she introduced an investment opportunity, na-curious ako. May slides, may proof of payout screenshots, may mga kwento ng success. Ang galing talaga ng presentation, parang sagot sa prayers ko. Kaya kahit may kaba, I took the chance. Maliit lang noong umpisa. Pero after a few weeks, may profit nga akong nakikita. Kaya dadagdagan ko syempre kasi nagtitiwala ako eh. I thought, this must be it. Pero as months passed, napansin kong unti-unti siyang nagiging unreachable. Pa-delays ang replies, tapos may mga technical issues daw. Hanggang isang araw, wala na. Hindi na nag-open ang platform. Hindi na rin siya nagparamdam. I wish I could say I handled it calmly, pero hindi. Umiyak ako. I felt so betrayed. Hindi ko alam kung alin ang mas masakit. Yung perang nawala o yung tiwalang binuo ko. Tiwala sa sarili, sa kapwa Pilipino, I felt so stupid. Alam mo yung feeling na akala mo ikaw yung matalino, pero sa dulo ikaw yung nasira. Ganon. Pero habang dumadaan ang panahon na realize ko, hindi ito tungkol sa pera. It was about humility, learning to trust again, and learning to forgive myself. At ang experience ko nito, aral ulit ako mag-budget, kasi ako mag-cash talk. At dito, kailangan ko ng Bessie Budget Diaries.